Hi, I'm Will, and I'm going to show you a tool for Figma designers to help you be more efficient and get better quality feedback. So you'll be familiar with this if you work in Figma, having a really large, messy Figma board with lots of different pieces on the go. And it's not really clear which bits are ready and which bits are in progress. And so it's hard for people to know where to give feedback. So you often end up getting comments all over the board. It's not really clear for a designer which bits they should focus on or what's the priority. And as a feedback provider, it's really quite hard to find your work sometimes. Like, you don't really know where you should look to try and find the work unless you're familiar with it. Now, the other thing that happens is feedback gets fragmented between some of it being in Figma, but some of it being in Slack because people want to do back and forth, and some of it being in Loom videos. So that's separate again, and some of it being in a project manager. So this makes it quite chaotic. And as a designer, you're constantly having to organize these different flows of information. So the tool I'm going to show you is a Figma plugin called Workflow. And what it allows you to do is isolate bits of the work you want a review on. So you select the work, click Next, create a new task. It then uploads. The next step is you can add a screen recording if you want, just to walk through that particular piece of work. But I'm going to skip that. And here I can either share the link with somebody or notify them. So if I select their name, they get a notification in Slack and also in the Workflow app. Now in Workflow, you have a Kanban board, and this piece of work's just been added, so I can move it around. And here people can click on it to view it, explore it, leave feedback. They can click up here to add a screen recording, or they can just chat about it going back and forth just about this one particular piece of work. Meeting tomorrow. Okay, so let's add the rest of this canvas really quickly. So I'm going to add this one. And I'm going to add this one. And let's add these two. Great. Right, that's enough for now. Now, if I go over to Workflow, I can see all of this work has now been added to the Kanban board, and I can move the pieces I'm working on into in progress and the bits that are ready for review into the ready for review list. Now, whenever I finish a piece of work and I want to get a review on it, I can move it into the review column. And as a leader of creative teams, I can jump in here and see everything that is ready for review. So I can jump in, give my feedback, put comments on it, add a recording, come back out. And if it's finished, I'll move it to done. But if it needs a bit more work, I'll move it back into in progress so the designer can do the next version of it. Get the next piece, move it to done, or move it back into in progress. Get the next piece, move it to done, or move it back into in progress. So in this way, I can really quickly, as a team leader, manage all of the work that's going on across this huge piece of work. So it makes it really efficient for me as a leader. Now, let's say you've had some feedback on this piece that you need to update it. So we'll find it here. And I'm just going to do something really basic, add a big rectangle. Now to update that, just select it. And here, instead of creating a new task, I'm just going to add it to an existing task. So it uploads that. And then over here in Workflow, it's just going to load version 2. There it is. So here we can see the gray box. And I can quickly flick between version 1 and version 2 if I want to just compare the two. And this makes it really easy just to organize and manage this next piece. So now I've added the next version of that. I'm just going to move that into ready for review, and I can get a review on that later. So this process makes it really easy to manage a big Figma process with this fast, asynchronous, quite efficient way of managing the work. And as a reviewer, it's really fast because I can quickly go through everything that's ready for review. It takes me about 2 or 3 minutes each day. And it saves me from having to navigate between Slack threads and Loom videos and lots of different comments all over here. So hopefully that's useful. I hope your team sees a boost if you use this product. And yeah, it's totally free to download and use. So do get started, and I hope you have fun using it. All right, thanks.